It got real tight at the end there. Pause. But Liverpool got over the line. Good first half. Poor second half. We're going to chop it up, peoples. The match reaction. Liverpool 2. Everton 1. Player ratings on the way as well. Let's do this.
Hi, this is Jordan Henderson, and you're watching Team Kopish.
See, now you're tuning in. It's the main free back again. Ripping LFC till the end, so go on, tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're a 10 champions. We the best, we come again. Kopish clean up in every region. Elevation in every season. Catch up in all the fast match up in real rap. And drifty go on, tell them this is that. This is that. This is Kopish. This is Kopish. Reppin' Liverpool to the end, champions, we the best, come again. This is that. This is Kopish. This is Kopish. The main free back up in your screen, real ones know this the place to be. This is Kopish.
Good afternoon, everyone. Big up your damn selves wherever you're watching around the world. Could be the evening, could be the morning. Hope you are doing well. Hope you are blessed. Thank you for joining me on this one. I will have a few guests that will be joining me during the show as well, hopefully as well. So hold tight on that. We will get into the player ratings as well. But obviously I'm going to start by giving a little breakdown of what I thought. Again, I wasn't concentrating on the first 20 minutes or so, which is ironic because that's when we scored both our goals, because I was sorting out a technical issue that we were having on Big Up. And big up everyone who jumped in on the random spontaneous YouTube watch along as well. So big up to everyone who did that. But guys, just to let you know, even though the stream itself is having technical difficulties with the sound, the fantasy game still went ahead. That was completely fine and everything was all good with that as well, guys. And big up to Inda, who won with 18 points. Big up yourself. Coming in a close second, our joint Kuso and Mad Labs. So big up to you guys as well, man. Complete in the top 3. Big up yourself, Inda. You will be getting a little email as well with a congratulations and your prize. And big up, man. Big up to everyone who joined in, man. I finished 7th from right there. Look, I didn't do too badly today, 13. Not too bad. 5 off the top, man. Didn't do too bad at all. But yeah, big up, man. Everybody who jumped in, really appreciate you guys doing that. And again, apologies for the technical. That will be sorted for next game. Don't worry about that, guys. But yeah, apologies for that beginning, which is what gave me, which is why I kind of missed the goals as I was trying to figure it out. Like, good to see it, but like at the same time, but 2 brilliant goals. The finishes were absolutely brilliant from both of them. Exemplary. Gravenberch involved in both. Man of the match. We'll get into the player ratings, of course, but unbelievable play from Gravenberch in that first period. And yeah, man, we hung on in the end. Great win. Was surrounded by haters. I am enjoying. Big up yourself, G. Appreciate 44 months of member as well. You absolute legend. Big up your damn self. But yeah, it's weird. Like, right, I was gonna come in here and I was gonna be a little bit more aggressive with my anger, right? Because I'm like, nah, this can't continue to be second halves of just like not playing well, having the lead, relinquishing the lead. What are we doing? What are we playing at? Yeah, I was gonna come in and I was just gonna be like, nah, and I was just gonna pump up verbally a few situations. And then I heard Grav talking, which is one thing we don't really ever get to do as content creators. We only get to hear what the players and the manager and all that say way down the line, like after we finish the show and stuff. Sometimes you need that for a little bit of perspective as well. And one of the first things that Grav said when they asked him why he thinks we did a little bit of the same old in that second half, he was like, guys, what you got to remember is we just played 3 games in 7 days and Everton didn't. And I thought to myself, I was like, he's right. And again, these are little intricacies that at the top level can make a difference. that we don't look at and we don't think about because we don't want to really give excuses, or we just want to pile on top and make people scapegoats and get annoyed at people, whatever it is people want to do. We see it all the time. Like for example, I can see Connor, you're saying it's not an excuse. Bro, we're not ever think a reason for stuff isn't always an excuse. Sometimes there's a reason. If you were late for work, yeah, and your boss called you in the office and he was like, "You are late today," and you were like, "No, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Whoever, gaffer or whatever your manager's name is, I slept through my alarm. If he says, "How did you manage to do that?" and you say, "Like, I was up all night. My kid wasn't well. I only got 2 hours sleep. My alarm was going up. I was just out of it. I'm so sorry." Then I had to drop my kid to my mum's on the way to work. She had to take the day off for me because my kid can go to school. I'm so sorry. I'm 20 minutes late. I try and make sure it won't happen again. You're giving the reason why you were late. It's not an excuse. You are giving the reason. You're not saying you shouldn't have done better, but there is a reason. It wasn't just you're fraffing about, couldn't be asked, didn't care, you were late for work, took long to eat breakfast, stopped at a shop on the way to work. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't you were just late because you'd been an idiot. Your kid was sick. You didn't get any sleep. You slept through your alarm by accident. It's a reason. We can't always just want to pile on and just attack the players or put them down or whatever it is. There are reasons for why things happen. And that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not giving excuses, but I'm just saying you're playing a team who is doing really well. They're in good form. They're well organized. They have good individual players, and they've had a whole week to prepare for the game. And we have had a very intense midweek, high-level Champions League game. Our players are tired. Not tired like tired forever. Do you know what I mean? It's early in the season. It's not fatigue and all that stuff. But they're tired. You know what I mean? How can we not let that be a reason? I'll guarantee you guys, in that game tomorrow between Arsenal and Man City, I guarantee you Arsenal look fresher. I guarantee you. And you know why? Because Arsenal played on Tuesday, Man City played on Thursday. Arsenal have had extra rest going into the game. It isn't an excuse if Man City don't win the game or if they play poorly, but it is a reason for them to not be as sharp as Arsenal. It is what it is. And if you don't want to see it, and if you don't want to understand that, that's your prerogative. That's on you. I personally think that you're being either ignorant or deliberately ignoring facts. But it is what it is. These are just, you know what I mean? These are just the things. We are talking about elite, top-level football here. And these things happen. Big up yourself, Ram. Welcome, bro.
Big up, man. Big up.
Yeah, I don't know. You're probably thinking, what am I ranting on about? But I'm just having a bit of a disagreement with a few people in chat. Some people actually agree, but a lot of people are trying to say it's an excuse to say we played midweek and we've had 3 games in 5 days, including an early kickoff, by the way. But I'm trying to tell people it's not an excuse, but it is a reason to be a little lackluster and a little bit more tired than Everton in the last half an hour of the game. They've had all week to train, prepare, tactically set up, think about it. When did Slot get a chance to get the players on the pitch in training to really plan for the game? So again, it's not an excuse, but there are reasons why maybe in the second half it wasn't as good as the first. That's all I'm saying.
It's a weird one. I don't think it's a lack of what's it called? Appreciate Amrish. I don't think it's a lack of what's it called? Fatigue. I'd say it's more our game management, our mentality is one thing. I briefly
But you can be mentally tired as well, you know.
Yeah, that's a possibility as well. That's a possibility, but
and again, I'm not saying tiredness like these men are fatigued and they're running to the ground. It's early in the season. I'm not saying that. Yeah, but you can have a little jadedness in your legs if you keep playing regularly, no matter how fit you are. You can have a little jadedness if you keep playing. Do you know what I mean? And that Atletico Madrid was violent. It was high intensity. It was tough mentally. We had to come back and get the last minute winner. I'm just saying, when people say, "Oh, you're making excuses," I just think that you just want to pile on and you don't want to just be like objective in the situation. You just want to be like, "No, it's not good enough," and you just want to hammer it home. If you want to do that, everyone's allowed to be how they want to be. That's totally fine. But I'm just giving a little grace to a team who've just had 3 very tough games in the space of 7 days. That's it.
No, I hear the shouts, but the only reason why I wouldn't say it's on this game is because This game could have been put to bed at 50 minutes. I think the fact that we allowed Everton to get back into the game was a bit annoying. It's a weird one because I know it's a Merseyside derby. It's always going to be cagey and it's going to be tough. And we should be happy that we got the 3 points, 15 from 15, 18 out of a possible 18 in all comps. But I was like, if you look at it from a performance standpoint, the first half was absolutely amazing. Second half, though, it was
a poor second half.
With you, bro.
It was a very poor second half.
It was so poor. It was so poor. And I think the times where they kept doing the same thing again and again, where I see Virgil, Kanate, Bradley, Kirkes, they spread the ball long so many times to players up against Mikalenko, O'Brien, 6 foot plus. Like, why would you do that? Why can't we just keep the ball? I think it's more frustrated the fact that we have the quality players and we're not playing to our true quality, if that makes sense.
I hear you.
We have players that can play football, but we didn't play football. So it's a weird one. It's a weird one. There's some very good performances today. I was very impressed with quite a few people. But like I said in the watch along, a lot of players let themselves down, especially after some of the first halves that I saw where they were very, very good. So we'll get onto the player ratings, but yeah, it was a very tale of two halves, but we should be happy we got the 3 points.
Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. Big up the chat. Again, everyone's allowed their opinion. When did I say we don't have a game? We don't have a team capable of playing 3 games in a week, bro? We just won the game. I'm not saying we don't have a team capable. I'm adding context. Does everyone just want me to come in and be like, we're so fucking shit, and just be some wild, loose cannon, uneducated assessment of the game and just no? And if you want that, you ain't getting that from me. I will always try and be objective, and I will always try and find reasons why some things might happen, regardless of whether it's good or bad or whether it should or shouldn't happen. This is just, and again, I'm not even trying to be shady or anything when I say it. This is just grown-up conversation. Do you know what I mean? This is what it is. In a grown-up conversation, you look for solutions, you look for reasons, and then you assess things. You know what I mean? I ain't going to come in and just start ranting and raving and screaming and being all angry. It is what it is. While we're here as well, though, big up your damn selves to everyone who's already gone over and checked out our sponsor for the day, which is okjersey.com. Big up to them. Unbelievable quality for an unbelievable price, guys. They are our sponsor for the day, as you guys know already. And if you hit the code KOPISH, that's KOPISH, no hyphen, you will get an extra 8% off what is already a brilliant price. And then they will know you came through us, guys. You know what I mean?
That sounds like a good deal, man.
It's a great deal, my brother. It's a very good deal. And I'm going to announce right here, right now as well, because we have been waiting for the moment to get the goods in. Guys, members, we have a shirt giveaway for you guys as a thank you for being members, on top of obviously the content we bring you. And it's a raffle. You ain't got to do nothing but just sit back, watch, and hope your name is drawn. So for all the members, big up your damn selves. We will be doing a draw tomorrow for the raffle, and then afterwards you get to pick whatever shirt you want.
No lie,
whatever shirt you want. So big up to all the members, and we will be doing that tomorrow.
No lie, Jeff. When you said you're gonna make an announcement, I was thinking of another thing, bro. I was thinking you were saying, people, you asked for it, it has arrived. The camel toy, the Kopish camel has arrived. I was wondering if you're gonna say that, bro. And I was like, oh, maybe not.
What do the people actually want us to get camel stuffed toys?
Put a poll in the chat. Put a poll in the chat and say yes or no. Do you want a camel? Do you want the Kopish camel toy to be made?
Yes, Emil, big up yourself, my brother.
I know the Kopish community. I know what they want. They would definitely take the camel toy.
Look, if you don't want it to have the little thing like reach for the stars, you know. I'm never gonna lie, that will be the most diabolical toy we could ever put on the market. If we had a stuffed camel kids toy, bro, that actually went when you press the button, Ram, that will be diabolical.
Hey, no, record sales, though. Record sales, Drift.
Oh my
record sales.
That would be absolutely
at the end,
diabolical.
Kalas.
No, that's diabolical. That is diabolical. But you know what? We're a team of the people. We're like, hey, look, if the people want it, we might have to get on it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
We
yeah, I'm just
might have
saying.
to
Just
get
saying.
on it. No, that would be crazy. That would actually be crazy. But yeah, people, smash that like button. Big up your damn selves on the way in. Takes 2 seconds to go. Smash that like button. As I was saying for the game, though, as you just said as well, Ram. First off, I thought the first half was absolutely superb. I don't really know what we could have done more apart from maybe just get 1 or 2 more goals. But again, every goal's not going to go in. Every shot's not going to go in. That's football. You know what I mean? But scintillating first half. And to a man, apart from possibly Bradley, who had an up and down game period, and Gakpo, who I think was okay. I know a lot of people are just like really upset and annoyed with Gakpo. I don't think he was crap. He just wasn't great. Again, it was just an average performance from him. But I think most people today were really, really good in that first half. Even McAllister, who had a poor second half, I thought he had a good first half. Generally speaking, I don't really think there was anything wrong with the first half. Even the first 5 minutes of the second half, bro. I'll be honest, from about 45 to about 50, 55 minutes, I think we're even good in the second half. We came out, the intent was there. We're popping the ball around. We had Everton on the ropes again. And then it was just weird after that. Well, let me actually check what minute it actually was that Everton got their goal, because the build up was
58.
about maybe 5 minutes before they scored. It was like, okay, we're giving them a little bit too much of the ball here. What we doing? Let me just have a look and actually see what minute the goal came in for Everton.
There's a 58th minute drift. It came.
Yeah, 58 minute, which kind of we're perfectly in line. So like I said, from about the 45th to like the 55th minute, I thought we were good. I thought it was all right. And then, all of a sudden, we're just starting to give them the ball a little bit, sat back a little bit. Like, what are we doing here? Why are we letting Everton get a little bit impetus? And then 58 minutes, they score. And again, it wasn't a worldie, but it was a brilliant finish. Adjusia Gate ain't doing that again. Do you know? Like, when does Adjusia Gate even score? Like, I don't even remember the last time he even got a goal, bro. You know what I mean?
Like, he was very good today. He didn't even concede a damn foul. Only reason why I know this. Only reason why I know this because I had a little builder on. And I said he would get a couple of fouls, and he got 0 fouls today. The mug. But it was a cold finish. It was a power whip, everything. It was a striker's finish. And like you said, Drift, Gay ain't doing that ever again. He's not.
No. And if he does, it'll be once in a blue moon again. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't know how many times Adjusia Gay has scored for Everton since he came back, but it ain't a lot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And he just so happened to get it today, man. But again, like you said, good finish. And then, I just think we were poor from the time he scored onwards. We weren't keeping the ball well. We was, like you said, we was like long balling it and stuff. And I don't get why. We weren't. I mean, do you know, to show you how much we were getting nervous, even Virgil in the dying minutes of the game was doing like, kind of like, what you doing? But and then he did that really silly pass, and it was like, that we are under pressure, or we're feeling the pressure of this. Do you know what I mean?
Ali, I the look on Ali's face is like, everyone's done with this game. I just want to get out of this field, man. Like his look when he saw Verge, when he looked at Verge after that ball, he was like, this game is gone. This game's gone. The players are done. I just want to get this over and just leave the pitch. I think a lot of players after the goal it almost felt as though they felt sorry for themselves, you know, which is a bad sign. Like, come on.
Do you think it is the paranoia of knowing that we've continually kept letting teams back into the game? So it's like, oh shit, here we go again.
Maybe because it could be a case of the players were like, oh, here we go again. We concede again. They're gonna try and go for another goal. We may concede again. It's almost as if they felt so sorry for themselves that they're like, let's try and just get a goal real quick so we can relieve the pressure. I was like, no. Like I said at the start, we've got quality players. Just play football, man. Just keep it simple. And I'll be honest, right? Arne Slot's substitutions, some of them I didn't know didn't make any sense, man. Like, I'm surprised Frimpong didn't see pitch.
Oh,
Maybe.
do you think? I thought his substitutions were good. I just thought it was he should have brought on Frimpong. I think that was the only one because remember Curtis was brilliant when he came on.
Yeah, Curtis
I
was
think,
good. Curtis was good when he came on. He was
do
good.
you know what I mean? Florian went left, but
Mm.
everyone said Gakpo wasn't having a good game. So I don't have an issue with Florian going left because Gakpo wasn't playing well. Ekitike, obviously, you got to be sparing with.
Yeah.
So we had to bring him off. Everybody wanted to see Isak today. And I don't think Isak did well at all when he came on, but everybody would have been annoyed if he hadn't come on. I don't know, bro. I think it was just the Frimpong thing that was bothering us. Other than that, I think he made good subs today, bro, if I'm being honest with you.
I don't know, because it makes. I hear it when you say like obviously Curtis Jones came on, did well, but like we could both tell that Everton were starting to tire out slowly and slowly and slowly. Grealish was starting to get a little bit more joy up against Brady, especially when he got that yellow card. Just get some impetus back into the game. Get someone who's quick, direct, and agile. Who fits that mold? Jeremy Frimpong to a T. Jeremy would have done so much to this game, I think. And he can be touched tight with Jack Grealish because, let's be honest, Grealish is a very talented footballer, but raw pace and power will beat anything. Like we saw with Adama Traore. Jeremy Frimpong will be able to lock him down because of his pure pace. That's it. And we just missed that, I think. You saw how good he came on when we were against Burnley. He would have been such an asset today.
Do you think so by the way, big up our boy Ahmed as well. Love as always, my bro. Kopish, we are back, baby. Good win. Hugo was cold. Yeah, Hugo had a good game. We'll definitely get into the player ratings. Do you think that maybe Frimpong had a little bit of what happened with Isak, where like maybe his body was just feeling it a little bit after it being his first game or his first 60 minutes for a while? And then like maybe he just needed a bit of a rest because Bradley played the whole game. And if I'm honest with you, bro, I don't even remember a time in his tenure where he's let the right back finish a game. Mistake me if I'm wrong, because I'm sure there must have been a time. Even when Trent was here, Trent never used to finish games. He would always sub the right back. Do you get what I mean? Or like he has a habit of subbing the right back a lot. And today he didn't.
I'm not entirely sure. He might have done it at some point where he's kept both. He has in the big games. He's kept the right back, the full backs in the game. But I was particularly surprised with Bradley still being on, especially with that yellow card. I'm seeing people in the comments saying Bradley was decent. Like I said in the watch long, it's a weird one with Bradley. Like he was good in very good in moments, but he's also very poor in moments. Like I told,
he had an up and down game.
Yeah, it was just so weird. It's probably going to be one of the hardest to judge because it was one of those games with him. But yeah.
Oh, do you know what? This could be a point. We didn't actually think about this. Big up Rashik. Maybe it was his height that Slot was worried about with them doing those back post crosses. Maybe he's thinking if Frimpong comes on, he's going to get out jumped at the back post, maybe. I know Grealish isn't the tallest guy in the world, but obviously he's a lot taller than Frimpong.
But
do you think that could have been it, maybe?
My only pushback with that is that a lot of the ball was seen on the left-hand side of Everton's wing. Like a lot of their deliveries was from that left wing from either Grealish, maybe Mikalenko had a chance, Garner also had a couple of crosses in. Majority of their play was down that left-hand side. That's why I would say Frimpong wouldn't have seen a lot of that. It was mainly Kirkes, who we'll get on to him in the player rating, did very well today in terms of heading all those back post, far post crosses. In the game, he was very, very good. But I don't know.
Do you know how deceiving football can be sometimes, bro? And I know I'm not alone because you thought exactly the same thing as me. Was watching the same game, bro. Bradley didn't get booked.
He did.
I'm looking at the sheet right now, bro, and it's saying that only Liverpool player that was booked was Soboslai.
What?
And Florian Wirtz.
Can't be.
Well, did we think we saw the ref brandish the yellow?
Yeah, I saw he brandished the card for Bradley. He definitely got a yellow.
I'm looking at it right now, bro, and it's saying only Florian and Soboslai were booked for Liverpool.
He did. I thought the referee showed him a card after he fouled.
I remember I'm sure we actually saw the referee. Yeah, and even the people are saying he got booked. But I'm looking at the official Premier League thing, and they're saying he wasn't booked.
I'm having a look. To be fair, on Bet365 is saying the same thing. He never got booked.
He never
and
got
on
booked.
BBC,
Hold on, I'm confused now. Because if he
'Cause
didn't get booked,
he
then that will
definitely
make
brandished
sense
a
why-
yellow card. I remember it was a foul against Grealish. Grealish cut inside.
Yeah.
Bradley fouled him, and it was just like not near the penalty box, but it was just like a couple yards away from it, 5 yards away from the penalty area. And then Garner took the free kick and set out for a goal kick.
And I'm sure we watched the referee putting his yellow card back in his pocket when the camera panned back to him.
Yeah, bro. I don't know.
I don't know then, I don't know. Okay. If he didn't get booked, that will make sense why he stayed on then. Because we were just annoyed, worried that he might get a red card. But if he wasn't booked, then that will make sense why he didn't. Oh, okay. Unless that's when we know when Soboslai got booked. He just made a tactical foul. We watched that.
Tactical. Yeah, stop.
Yeah, he did it. He actually did a tactical
breakaway.
foul.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine. And what's crazy is we know we're not alone because loads of people in the chat are like, yeah, I watched them get booked as well. So it's really weird how that. I don't know. That's weird then. Okay. Right. Let's get into some player ratings then.
Calm.
I still haven't got the fully updated one, so apologies, guys. That has Isak in it.
Well, maybe we're going crazy, Drift, man. Getting crazy.
Yeah, maybe we are, bro. Maybe we actually are.
We're living in the Matrix.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what's going on, bro. We're, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. Right, Ali. What would you say for Ali, bro?
I got him down as a 6. Didn't have much to do today. Was pretty decent in some areas. Couldn't do anything about the goal. But his kicking was a bit. You know what? I might mark it down. I might go 5.5 for Ali because of his distribution was quite worrying at times, in my opinion.
I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna rank him down for kicking when like it didn't lead to anything. It's not like he was actually like creating like horrible situations for Liverpool with how bad it was. But I get what you mean.
He didn't have much to do.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, 6.5. Yeah, he didn't exactly have a lot to do, did he? What did you give him? 6, yeah?
Yeah, I'll stick with 6. I said 5.5 originally, but I was like, nah, he didn't do anything wrong. So I'll go 6. I'll go 6.
We'll settle on a 6 for him. The man of the hour then, Bradley. What would you say for Brad?
5. If you take the good, you take the bad, put it together, you get average, and that's the same for me, in my opinion.
Yeah. I feel you on that one. I agree.
A lot of people saying 4, 3. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of people
giving
like 7, 5, 4, every 3. Like
he had a very up and down game, innit?
Yeah, it was just one of those ones. It's just like for every good thing he did a bad thing. For every bad thing he did a good thing. So for me,
you know what? Let's give him 5.5. Let's give him 5.5. Yeah, we'll give him 5.5. Ibu.
He's quite decent today, Ibu. I was quite happy with him.
Yeah, he won most of his aerial duels.
Yeah, Beto was relatively quiet. He got hooked after half time as well, so he did do his job properly.
Yeah. Had a brilliant moment where Grealish was about to pull the trigger and he's the only one who noticed the difference and he ran out and charged him down and put him off. And that was right near the end of the game. That goes in and we don't take home the win today. I'm actually going to go with good, I'm going to go 8.5. I thought Ibu was good today.
I'm not mad with it. I went with 8. I'm not mad with that as well. I think
Ibu was good today.
He was solid today, man. Very good.
Very, very good today.
Been very good for the last couple of games as well.
Oh, bro, apart from the first 2 games, he's been brilliant this season.
Yeah, man.
Been brilliant. Just had those but 2 bad games at the beginning of the season, and that was it. Verge, what we saying for Verge?
8. I thought he was.
I'd probably go 8.5 as well. I'd probably say they're about the same today, Verge and Ibu.
I'd say Ibu was better than Verge today. That's why I say 8 for him. But I'm not mad with 8.5 if you're happy.
Yeah, I just think it's because I just think they're both the same today, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily. I know you think he was maybe slightly better. I think they're probably about the same today. Ibra and Verge. Both just
Yeah.
done a really good job. Do you know what I mean? They both just did a really good job. And again, I don't even want to do the whole arguing and go. They're the best centre back pairing in the league and one of the best centre back pairings in the world. I'm not arguing with people about it. I ain't got the energy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Agendas need to run from other clubs who have got to cling on to whatever they got to cling on to. We let them have that conversation. Ibra and Verge are the best centre backs in the league.
We'll let those man play tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
You know what I'm saying? We just let it be what it be. You know what I mean? Our defenders don't have 2 centre backs either side of them and 3 holding midfielders in front of them. But we move. We move. Kirkes. Do you know what, bro? I'll start with this one. I thought Kirkes was brilliant. That was definitely his best game in a Liverpool shirt for me. Even though he did really well against Arsenal, today was definitely his best game. And some of those interceptions he was winning from those crosses that were coming in, bro, from Grealish and from the left-hand side. And the way he was dealing with them, clearing them, headering them, putting them out. I'm going a big 9 for Kirkes today, you know, bro.
I was gonna put Kirkes at 9 as well, because it's not easy. It's not easy playing in a Merseyside derby, especially a player like what's his name, Ndai, very talented footballer. But boy,
and he kept him quiet, bro. He kept Ndai quiet today.
Yeah,
bro.
he kept him quiet. He had a couple of crosses in, but that's the only thing that he did today. I thought he was very, very mature performance, very, very good performance. Do you know what would have given him a 10 if he was able to attack and produce more going forward? But there's a reason behind that, and we'll get to it later. But he was very, very good, very mature performance, and it's weird. The 2 games where you think he would be a little bit outclassed, he showed a lot of maturity. But what's it called?
Well, our 2 biggest games, if we're being honest, Everton and Arsenal have been our 2. I know the Newcastle game was crazy, but the Merseyside derby and our title contenders coming into town are the 2 biggest games of the season, and he's been excellent in both games.
And the games that he didn't actually do well in are the games where you think, oh, you expect him to do well. Is that he's the kind of quality of player? So it's showing signs that he's a good player. We saw what we got out of him in Bournemouth, and we saw glimpses of it today. And mate, winning headers up against Kenny O'Brien, like, bro, he's like a foot taller than you, man, and that's crazy, crazy, bro.
Hold on, let me see what. Someone's just said to press F11 in my browser. What does F11 do?
I'd rather you not do that.
What does it do? Does it
it's
make it
full screen? It full screens a screen.
Makes it. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, does it give it a wider shot or something like that? Do you know what it is, guys? It's not gonna let me do that because it opens up in what browser is this again? This isn't Chrome or thingy. This is, I can't remember what browser this is. But yeah, I can't remember what browser it is. But yeah, I'll let me actually. I can actually manually do it. Is that a bit better?
Could you like maximize it? Oh no, because it makes.
If I maximize it, I won't be able to see this screen because I have to flip back and. I've only got 1 screen. That's the. If I had 2 screens, I'll be able to do it, guys. So, but I've only got the 1 screen, so apologies for that. Right.
Who are we next?
So we do centre midfield.
Man of the match.
Right. My man of the match, goal and an assist, brilliant performance all round. Talk to me, bro. Gravenberch. Hold on. Why is Gravenberch not here? The hell? Where's Gravenberch? Am I losing my mind? I can't see Grav.
Trying to see where he is. So I can see.
Yeah. I see him. I see him.
There he is, next to Elliot. Next to Elliot. There he is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the hell? Yeah. Talk to me about Grav, bro.
10, bro. Higher. There. Yeah, there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He was outstanding today. And I tell you, that finish, Marco van Basten-esque. And if anyone knows about Marco, European Championship 1986, bro, that finish was cold. So good. His overall game, intercepting. And when I tell people had a go at me saying that he's the best defensive midfielder in the league, arguably. For me, this propels him to be the best midfielder in the Premier League this season, above anybody else, above Palmer, above Rodri, above Zubimendi, above any. He has been absolutely fantastic. The only game he didn't play was the first game of the season, because I think he had a kid. He just had a child.
No, suspension. Remember, he was
it was a
suspended
suspension. Sorry.
from the end of last season. Remember, he got the red card, so he was suspended.
Oh,
from the end
yeah, of course. But once he come back, boy, he's been amazing. Amazing. His passing, his box-to-box play, pause, and his dribbling over. He's a sensation, bro. There will be shouts of him at the end of the season whether he's actually a world-class footballer, and it will show. He will be talked about as one of the best DMs in the world. And
Yeah.
I'm here for it. We told everyone how good he was. It's only now they started to realize how good he is.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't think it's a debate between him and Caicedo. I think it's no longer a debate.
What is crazy is the way people were doubting him in the first season. And I'm not even going to point fingers or say who it was, because there was a lot of rivals as well. You know what the rivals are like. And we were trying to let them know that you guys are forgetting that this was a wonder kid. And he just had a move to Bayern that was weird for whatever the reason was. Bayern were in a bad way at the time. Their manager situation was weird at the time. But people keep forgetting, when he was at Ajax, bro, he was looked at as an unattainable player. Like, that was how good he was. He was a wonder kid. And we used to have conversations, be like, no, we'd never be able to get Gravenberch. Like, Liverpool, we ain't going to be able to pull that one off. He'll end up at Real Madrid or Barcelona. Do you know what I mean? That was the type of conversation we was having when he was at Ajax. People forget that. And that was why he got that big move to Bayern Munich.
I know people...
one bad year, people forget.
People will mention, what's his name? Will mention Klopp and how he wasn't used properly and everything. And I think style for style, I don't think he would have worked out as a 6 for Klopp's system. But
he said it himself today in his match interview, bro. He said, I'm comfortable playing 6 or 8.
Yeah,
like he said it himself. So eventually he would have got it right under Klopp playing in the 8. Do you know what I mean? He would have got it right. That was his first season. He had little issues with his fitness, and you know what I mean, and whatnot. It was his first season in England at 21 years old after a bad year with Bayern. You know what I mean? People have a little patience, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if you saw a video. It was in a Dutch academy, right? And all the kids were being told, who was the best young player in the academy that's always talked about. Majority of the kids said Gravenberch. The first name they came up, Ryan Gravenberch. The best of the best that come out of the Dutch academy, Gravenberch. This guy's very highly rated, and it's a shame what happened with him in his first season. He showed so glimpses of what he was about, but now he's just taken up another level, man. He looks so good, so silky on the ball, has that dog about him as well, gets about the pitch, tough tackler, very strong player as well. He's just everything, man. A colossus. And he can match that with silkiness and technical ability, bro. We're so lucky to have him. How much did he cost again, Drift? What, 40 million pounds?
I think it was 35 pounds. I think it was 35 million pounds.
Bro, it's bargain, bro. Bargain.
Absolute bargain. Unbelievable. And when you think about players that are in a similar vein as him, which will be Rice, Caicedo. I know Rodri obviously wasn't bought when he was in his prime. I think they still paid 68 mil for him though when they did buy him. So you think about the people that are in the conversation with him, they're all 100 mil players, really. We got him for 35. Absolute snip.
Drift.
Absolute snip. You know what I mean? And again, I said it at the time, and people looked at me like I was crazy. I don't say things for the sake of it. I don't talk for fun. I say what I see, and I don't join trends and thingy. Gravenberch is a better footballer than Jude Bellingham. I don't care how much PR. I don't care how much PR Bellingham had and all that. And again, that's not me saying Bellingham isn't a good player. Gravenberch is a better footballer than Jude Bellingham. I said it before, and I'll say it again. It is what it is, but we move. But yeah, absolutely brilliant performance from Gravenberch.
Can I also add, Drift? He's only 22 years old. He's only 23 years old.
Crazy. I mean, to be fair to Bellingham, he's only 20.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, to be fair and keep the energy the same, Bellingham is young.
Technical footballers, I think Gravenberch is better than Bellingham. I can happily say that. Technical footballers, you're talking technical ability, It's not a
Yeah.
hot take. I think Bellingham. I think Gravenberch is better than Bellingham. Only thing that Bellingham has over Gravenberch is that mentality that he has is a bit mad.
Yeah, he's got that like aggressive driving spirit to win that Grav doesn't have. And again,
Yeah.
I don't want to stereotype, but it's not many Dutch footballers that play that way. That's not the Dutch way to be all aggressive and you know what I mean? Like it is
They
a
play
much
as a
more
team.
technical. Yeah, it's a lot more technical, laid back style that they're taught in Holland. So there's not that. That was why Edgar Davids used to be such a rare breed in the Dutch team because he was the aggressive one, running around and being a madman. Then you know what I mean. Dutch football ain't really like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, and again, I'm not being shady to Bellingham. Bellingham's a good footballer, but it is what it is, man. We've got the better player for me. And you know what? This might be why we're going into such a strong case to get him a new contract. Because even though he's only been here for 2 years, he's already one of the top players who's being given a new contract, Grav. And there's other players who are way more in need of a contract in terms of the length of time. But we seem to be on making sure we get Gravenberch tied down. And these are the reasons. Slot probably went to the board and he was like, give this boy a pay increase and get him on a longer contract now. Do you know what I mean? We don't want no stripping this with, you know what I mean, down the line somewhere.
Drift, just to let you know, Jude is 22, not 20.
Oh, shit. When did Jude get 22? Hold on, wait. So they're the same age?
They're around about the same age group.
Right, I thought Jude was younger, you know?
Nah, bro.
Oh, shit. I thought Jude was younger. Fair play.
Nah, Job must be 20. Joe Bellingham.
Okay, maybe the brother. Yeah, okay, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
But yeah.
All right, yeah. There's been a few poetic because I just remembered De Jong as well. De Jong was mad aggressive. There's a few, but Dutch players being a very aggressive type of player is still a lot more rare than a lot of other nations where that and in England, come on, we breed aggression. In England, you're taught aggression from like 5 years old. You know what I mean? When you're in them little Sunday march, the Sunday march, and you're playing this like get stuck in. That's all we're taught when we're growing up in England, to be aggressive. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
But the thing is, right? People say Seedorf was a bit of both. Seedorf was silky as well.
Seedorf wasn't aggressive. He could be if you made him, but he wasn't aggressive. Yeah, he was a very elegant footballer. Very elegant.
If you pissed him off, then yeah, he would get aggressive. But
yeah. You couldn't push Seedorf around. Yeah, 100%. You know what I mean? But again, he was way more graceful. I think it's more just De Jong and Davids. They're the ones that I can think that really stand out as like overly aggressive. That is the way you would actually describe them. But wasn't Stam still graceful? He just had aggression because he was a beast, but like he was still graceful. Do you know what I mean? Like But yeah, all right, I'll give you Stam as well.
Van Bommel
Van Bommel was graceful. I thought
he was great, but he was mad.
Yeah, he's a bit of a madman. He's a bit of a madman. But anyway, McAllister, what are we saying about Mac? Again, very up and down. First half, I thought it was really good. Second half, he was trash. It was weird.
I'd argue, Matt. Sorry, Drift. I'd argue. I think this game showed Maka at his best and at his worst, and the Liverpool performance overall stemmed from how bad McAllister was that second half. When things go well, you see McAllister play well. When things go bad, you see that McAllister's playing badly.
This season, not in his Liverpool career, but this.
Oh season, of course, this season. I'm talking this season overall. People, just to let it know. But it's a bit weird. It's a bit worrying seeing because I just noticed it now.
Do you think he tired? Do you think that might be why the second half was bad because he tired? Maybe.
I think he's played quite a bit of football, but I think it's just been a bit lackadaisical this season. Like it's just not been on it. Like McAllister's always very aggressive, strong, keeps the ball well, everything. Pops off a shot whenever he wants to. But yeah, this season's just not been on it, man. And it's been throughout since that Arsenal game when he first started. It's not been very good at all. And look, that doesn't mean we're going to write him off straight away, but we do want his performances to improve, man, because if he doesn't perform, it's a hindrance to our team. So
yeah. I'll probably go with 6 for him, because I thought he was very good first half, poor second half. So I'll probably average it out around the 6. He was part of the goal as well. He was part of the brilliant play for the build up for the second goal. Yeah, I'll probably go 6 for him. What do you think?
I'd go 5.5 for Maka. I think because he got hooked after 60 minutes as well. He didn't see the end of the game. I'll give him a 5.5. But I'm happy with 6.
Yeah, in and around 5.5, 6, somewhere in and around there. Yeah, I get it.
Well, I tell you what, though, Drift, move Ali up 1 because I think Ali was better than McAllister today to 6.5.
Yeah, he was. But remember, in different circumstances, though, innit? Because obviously Ali didn't really have much to do. But Ali's not even down on the rank because he was poor. He just didn't really do much. Do you know what I mean? So,
Exactly. Yeah.
Moving on to one of our other generals, Mr. Dominic Soboslai. I just want to say it is weird that there's so many people who still call him Soboslai. I'm not gonna lie, like he's been at Liverpool for 2.5 years now, and people still call him Soboslai. Soboslai, sorry. Like, guys, Soboslai. It ain't even that difficult. Soboslai.
I think he said it about 100,000 times, man.
Yeah, he even told us himself. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not Soboslai, it's Soboslai. I even watched pundits call him Soboslai. Like actual professional pundits. I'm like, why are you not calling him Soboslai? That's not his name. But yeah, what did you think for Sobo today, bro?
I thought he was decent today. Not as good as he's been in the last couple of games, both at right back and at centre mid. He did start some really good counterattacks. Arguably should have seen the ball a little bit more, but wasn't able to. But I'm not complaining, man. I think he was still decent. I'll give him a 7. I'll give Soboslai a 7. I think he was good today.
Oh, I'm shocked. That's a little low, bro. I'm gonna go 8.
8.
Yeah, bro. I thought his engine, his defensive work, he never stopped. He was everywhere, bro. He was everywhere today. Remember, it doesn't always just have to be, and I'm not saying this is what you're saying, but it doesn't always have to be like getting on the board and being brilliant, whatever. Even just like watching him put people under pressure, closing people down, like all that stuff. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to go 8 for him. We can settle on a 7.5 in the middle.
Yes.
I thought Soboslai was very good today, man.
I think the only reason why I wouldn't go any higher is because there's so many opportunities where you should have seen the ball but didn't because of certain people. But we'll get onto that.
He should have pulled the trigger once or twice.
Yeah.
I agree with that. He should have definitely pulled the trigger, which is a little annoying.
But yeah, I still think 7.5, 8. Either way, he was good today.
Yeah, he was good. He was good, man. There's no doubt. And you know what? I think overall argument still, even with Gravenberch pulling up these performances, that it's between Virgil and Soboslai who's been our best player so far this season.
Oh yeah, him and Grav and him. They've been our two best players this season, along with Virgil. Yeah, he's definitely been
100%. Moving into attack, Mo. I thought Mo was good today, man. What did you think from Mo today? Obviously, in the second half, he was being a little bit frustrating in terms of some of his decision making wasn't quite his usual self. Once or twice, he could have like scored maybe if he'd have made the right decision. But overall, I thought Mo was good today. I thought it was good. That assist as well. What a ball for the Gravenberch goal, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Beautiful pass over the top.
I would have given Mo a 7.
Okay, little low.
Because I don't think he was better than Soboslai.
But he got the assist. Do you know what I mean?
Soboslai had a better game overall than him.
I hear you. I mean, should we settle on a 7.5? Because I'll go 8 for Mo as well. So we settle on a 7.5.
Yeah, 7.5. I'm not annoyed with that. I think also there was quite a few times where Salah could have played it off to Soboslai, and Soboslai had space to shoot, which is a bit annoying. Like there was quite a few times he could have done that. But yeah, man. But again, he was good. He was good today, man.
Let's just rip the band-aid off. Gakpo.
I will let you start, bro, because I don't think people are gonna like.
See, I personally think that people are just over-analyzing Gakpo now. This is how scapegoating starts. And again, I'm not pointing fingers at anybody, and he isn't playing well. I'm not saying he's playing well, but it becomes very easy to over-analyze the player that you already are starting to feel a certain way about. And I think that's how scapegoating starts to happen. I would probably say, I do agree with quite a lot of the chat. I think he was a 4. I think saying a 1 or a 2 is way over the top. Nobody was awful today. Like, come on. Nobody was awful. But he was poor. So I would go 4 for Gakpo. I would go 4. Remember, one of the things I think people people underestimate a little bit what he does. He has very good hold-up play. When you ping the ball out to him, it sticks and he keeps it there. And sometimes that alleviates pressure and gets us up the field 10 yards when we're under a bit of pressure. I think people sleep on little things like that. Just because he isn't being amazing and getting past people and banging top bins and doing all that stuff, which is what we want from a winger. Don't underestimate the little. Do you remember there was even a point in the game today, bro, when I was like, Gakpo's doing a good job of helping Kirkes because they seem like they're going down the left a bit here. And he was and he was coming back and he was helping defend a bit on the left with Kirkes. Like, you can't underestimate those little things when you're over, you know what I mean, when you're doing a full assessment of the player. So again, he was poor. I get that. But he weren't awful. He wasn't a 1 or a 2. That's too far. Do you know what I mean?
Agree.
That's too far. Do you know what I mean? And again, like I said, I'm not telling anybody they're scapegoating. I'm saying this is how scapegoating begins, when there becomes a bit of a narrative that builds up around a player, and then people start over-analyzing that player. And then anytime he does something wrong, they'll forget the couple times he did something right, and they'll be like, no, man, look at him. And it's like, bro, calm down. That was the first thing he did wrong today. But like, you've just got this build-up in your mind. Because do you remember when he did that? He tried a first-time left foot pass, and it was brilliant defending. And he took a touch, put it onto his right, and beautiful ping pass to Salah. And if Salah actually does better, that's a goal, and Gakpo gets an assist. Nobody will remember that, though. Do you know what I mean? No one's remembering the good parts of what Cody did. It would just be remembering what he did wrong. So
I'll say this, though, Drift, yeah? Do you know who I feel sorry for when Gakpo was playing the most going forward was actually Kirkes. The amount of times that guy made an overlapping run and he didn't bother using him at any point was starting to piss me off a little bit more, because we know how good Kirkes is, his delivery is for Bournemouth. But we saw it time and time and again last season. And the guy makes really, really good runs, and it said a lot. Like 50 seconds after the second half started, Kirkes literally made an overlap. Gakpo cut back in and didn't play it to him, and Kirkes started jumping around like a petulant child, being like, "Why didn't you pass to me?" Because I had so much space to put in a really good ball into the box, and I'm like, he's been doing that for such a long time for the last couple of games. It's starting to really annoy me because we're not using another way of attacking. We're not using another outlet. And this outlet's a very effective outlet as well. So for me, I agree with you. I agree. I'm bang on with the rating. I put him down for a 4. But I know what he's capable of, but he's becoming way too predictable now. And people are starting to catch on. And it's becoming a lot more easier to defend him and telegraph what he's going to do. The one thing, and I don't like to make comparisons, the one thing I like about Diaz was his unpredictability. With Gakpo, you just know what he's going to do. And it's a bit annoying.
Yeah, no, I hear it. But yeah, we settle on a 4 for him.
Mark, that might be a point, you know.
What's that?
A lot of people could defend against Gakpo. I know maybe you and I could defend against that because I know what he's going to do.
Nah. He's not that easy to defend. Yeah.
He's not like Robin. He's not like Robin when you know what he's going to do, but he's just so effective. But yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah. Hugo.
Shit, I knew I was forgetting someone. Is that Katike? I forgot.
I mean, the goal was brilliant. The goal was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, fantastic finish, man. Youngest ever played to score in his Merseyside debut as well, which is crazy. Overall play was very good, and a very good outlet, very effective. was causing a load of problems for the Everton defenders, which is not an easy thing to do in a derby. I'd give him a 9, personally. 9 for our number 9.
Yeah. I mean, was he hooked unnecessarily today? I mean, again, we are trying to be sparing with him because he is our only fully fit forward, but it is a little bit annoying that even when he's playing well, he has to come off in it. Because again, I think Isak coming on today was only maybe to appease the fans more than anything. Like, I don't actually think there was a need for Isak to come on today, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, Hugo was absolutely doing nothing wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was actually no need for Isak to come on today. But again, no, I do get that we have to manage his minutes. I get that because obviously Isak isn't fully fit. So I do totally understand that we have to be sparing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll ignore that and we'll understand. Is Hugo here? I'm not sure if Hugo's here, guys. Apologies, because I was looking for the up-to-date player ratings, and I'm not sure why a few of the players are missing. Is this Hugo here? No, that's Simicast, isn't it? No, there's Simicast. Hold on, people. Let me zoom in and see if that's Hugo there. Is that Hugo? Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah. He is here. I thought so.
Brilliant. I just clocked that below 0 is the calculus.
No, Hugo, man. And his goal was brilliant as well. His goal was absolutely brilliant. Substitutes. Curtis Jones, bro. I think Curtis Jones done what Curtis Jones has been doing, which is having extremely effective influences on the game, not even necessarily in a really standout way that makes you overly realize what's happening, but he just comes on and he starts to just get on the ball and keep the ball ticking. And he was winning a lot of tackles today, bro. Like, he actually was putting a foot in and winning a lot of good. Like, I would love to actually know what the official stat was in terms of like tackles and stuff and duels or whatever from the little time he was on. But I'm sure I remember at least 2 or 3 times him making vital tackles or very good interceptions today. So yeah, man. I really enjoyed his cameo today. I'm gonna go 8.5 for Jones's cameo today.
Oh, I would say that's a bit high though, Drift.
Remember, we're only talking about the 25 minutes he was on the pitch. It's not in comparison with people who's on for the 90 or longer. We're just talking about that 25 minutes. What more could he have really done apart from maybe score a goal or get an assist in that 25 minutes?
I would have gone 7.5 for him because he didn't get a G&A. I think if one of those moves led to an assist or a big chance or a key pass, I would have given him an 8 or above. I think 7.5 is fair for him. He does the one thing I like about Jones, and he said it right there. He keeps the ball ticking. He keeps the ball very, very well. He's very hard to get the ball off of as well. And in a game where players were just constantly hoofing the ball up to our strikers or giving the ball unnecessarily, he was the only player that was actually playing football. And I like to have that in my team, having a player that's able to keep the ball, especially when we need to in such a problematic situation. And he was very, very good today. But I still say 7.5. I think that final edge or that one of those passes that were led to a key pass or a goal scoring opportunity, I would have given him higher. But 7.5 is still a very good score for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I see a lot of people that are saying 7. Few people are saying 8, but I'm okay to go over 7.5 for Jones. But I thought he was really good, man. Hold on again now. Where's Jones? Have I looked? There he is. Who else came on as sub?
Vitz.
Yikes.
Well, just put him next to Gakpo.
If
bro.
people, you see, there's almost an argument that Wirtz was awful. Like, if there was anybody today who you were going to say was awful,
It was him.
versus the one that there's an argument for. He absolutely he didn't do anything to my knowledge when he came up. I don't actually remember him doing anything.
He was poor, bro. He was so bad. He was not good at all. Came on. He looks so weak. Got bullied off the ball. He looks so off it, man. Like honestly, he just looks so off the pace.
Mm.
And the fact that the chance that he had didn't take it first time, I think it was the right decision. Because I think Mikalenko would have got it there, but the execution of the cutback was so poor. Like he needs to fix up, bro. Because let's be honest, right? We all know he came from a new league. He's a young player, but bro, we bought you for big money. We know how good you are. We've seen how you play for Germany. We've seen how you play for Leverkusen. We know what you're on. You need to hit those levels, bro. Because we can't be affording you just to passenger around in this team, bro. We can't afford anyone to passenger around because some game we may need you to step up. And if you don't step up, then, boy, it's long. It's very, very long.
Yeah. No, it is. It's definitely done.
And this is my guy as well. Like, Drift, you know, and I've been repping the Wirtz flag for such a long time. But I have to call it as it is. He's been so poor.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to give him a 3. Someone I think it was Mark that just said he's playing like the price tag weighs heavy. That could be true. I think it's more we're playing against low blocks that he's not used to. And then on top of that, the pace of the Premier League just seems too quick for him.
Yeah. And the physicality.
But here's the thing. We've seen this. In the past. There are so many players. I'll even go back in the day with people like Bergkamp, who's an absolute, for me, best number 10 in the world. And like, it still took him a while. You know what I mean? Like, the Premier League is a different beast. Patrice Evra, I remember when he spoke about how Ferguson actually sat him down and was like, I'm going to make you watch for a while because you need to realize this ain't France. It's a totally different kettle of fish. Do you know what I mean? Look how long it took Flacco and Robbo and players who we bought under Klopp. So not everybody just comes in and they settle straight away. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it takes players a while. And I think at a young age as well, as quality as he is 22, first time away from home, all that stuff. We've got to give him time. We have to. But he's got to fix up. He does have to fix up. You know what I mean? It's mad. It is actually mad.
Yeah.
He does have to fix up. Even when Szoboszlai came to the league for the first time, he played well for the first few months and then he fell off for whatever reason. Wirtz hasn't even started well, or you know what I mean? Like, there isn't even one game where we can go, now Wirtz was good today for like the game. We've all just got to pick a part of the game, a first half or 20 minutes or what. Do you know what I mean? Like, we ain't even had one game yet. We can be like, no, it was solid today. Like, do you know what I mean? Wirtz, it is a little worrying.
His best performances were in pre-season.
He was good in pre-season.
That's the crazy bit. I don't know.
He was actually good in pre-season. You know what I mean? So
it's a weird one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
but we ain't giving up on him. That's for sure.
No. He'll be fine. But it's just a bit of a worry right now because we need him to step up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We ain't got time for poor performances in a title race. Do you know what I mean? That's the problem. That's the unfortunate thing about it.
Yeah.
We ain't got time. You know what I mean? We haven't got time to what do you call it? And definitely not an overreaction because everybody's saying it. So that is what it is, pointing no fingers. And who else came on? I'm trying to remember who else came on today.
Isak. That's it.
Oh, yeah. I know we don't actually have Isak in the race. He's the only one missing. I'll go 4 for Isak, bro. I don't think he was good.
Didn't do anything today. I think he struggled as well. I think he came at the the worst point of the game where we were so poor. The overall team was so poor, couldn't do anything at all. Right? It was, some of it was his fault, some of it wasn't his fault, but he came at probably the worst time of the game. I'd probably put him at 4 as well, 4.5 if there is 4.5.
No. There was it's just 4 or 5. He's in the poor bracket though. Yeah. And then just finishing up with the gaffer. What would you say for Slot? Now, I saw a lot of people kind of getting a little bit like, Slot is Slot again. I think it's becoming a bit easy to keep blaming the tactics as well. Is it Slot's fault players are hoofing it and not being able to control it and feeling the pressure? Like, Slot ain't on the pitch. He can't actually change the pressure the players are feeling. And again, even though Florin didn't perform when he came on today, I don't think it was a bad idea bringing him on because Gakpo wasn't playing well. Again, we've already established you brought Isak on to please the fans to a degree, and because we have to manage Ekitike's minutes. And I thought Jones was a very good substitution because McAllister wasn't playing well, and Jones actually helped and improved us. So to be honest with you, and especially now we know Bradley never got booked. So like, I'm gonna go 7.5. He just won a Merseyside derby. The first half was brilliant. And I don't know if you can really crash it on him as for why the players start to get nervy in the second half.
I think he set us up to win. Well, of course he did. But he set us up nigh on perfectly the first half. Like, you saw the first half, we were absolutely fantastic, absolutely amazing as well. So you have to give him props for that. The only things you can't criticize him on is the mentality of the players. I think the players did feel sorry for themselves. They looked a bit lethargic on the pitch. He even tried to get them to be like, "What? Fix up, boys. You're not playing properly. Fix up, or we're going to lose this game." You saw him doing that at the touchline, being like, "You guys need to wake up." So I can't fault him for that. Like, he did put out a team that was good enough to win. Made the right substitutions, barring one, and I can't really fault him anymore. I think I'll probably give him a 7.5 as well.
Yeah,
maybe an 8.
Like, for example, like Lucky saying he should have brought McAllister for half time. I thought he was ruthless. McAllister had a good first half though.
Yeah,
why would you go into the second half thinking McAllister should come off? All we were saying at halftime was how our midfield looks great today. Now it's back to last season's midfield. That was the conversation at halftime. It's last season's midfield and we've looked really good. Why would he sit there and think, McAllister, you're going to have a bad second half, so let me bring you off? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of after the fact and a lot of hindsight is clouding the judgment, I think, on a lot of stuff. At halftime, there is not one person in this chat or around the world that thought, there's something wrong here, or there's issues, or tactics aren't right, or anything. At halftime, we were all happy and comfortable. We can't then see a second half play out where players start to get a bit nervy and they all of a sudden go, Slot got it wrong. Slot got it wrong. Like, what? Is it Slot's fault we missed chances? Is it Slot's fault players are kicking it out of play? Exactly. He's not on the pitch with them. Again, this is just me. I don't know. People want perfection, whatever. I don't know.
I think the only thing you could criticize him on is maybe not bringing on Jeremy Frimpong. That's pretty much it, really.
Yeah. And but again, Ram, even though I agree with you, even though I fully agree with you, remember, now we've realized Bradley weren't booked. That was more what our concern was anyways, that Bradley's booked so that he might give away a foul or he's not going to be able to tackle now because he's worried he's on a yellow. Finding out he wasn't on a yellow actually now even makes it be like, oh, okay. That was why he didn't make the sub. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But we got the win, and that's the most important thing. I know we was talking about it during the game, Ram. So I'll bring it to you again. What today's win did, which is really, really important, is this put huge pressure on that Arsenal versus Man City game.
Yeah.
Huge pressure. What happens in this game now, bro, is if Arsenal win, City are out of the title race. I don't care if we've only played 5 games. They are 9 points behind. They're out the title race. They're done. Man City are done. If Man City lose, I know it sounds a little dramatic this soon into the season, but you cannot be 9 points behind after 5 games. City are done if they lose this game. If this game is a draw, it puts Arsenal 5 points behind Liverpool, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right.
5 points. What that does, that now puts a lot of pressure on Arsenal's next game. They cannot drop again points if Liverpool win, because then that goes to 7 or 8. And then if
guess
they
who they're
become
playing?
7 or 8 points behind after 6 games, that might be a mountain that maybe they can't even climb. And if Arsenal lose and are already 6 points behind us, if they drop points again, they could be a possible 9
Can
after
I
6
guess who they're
games.
playing next week, Drift?
It's a Newcastle away, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Which is a difficult game.
Yeah.
Historically, for Arsenal away, that is a difficult game.
Like we know firsthand, we saw how Barca struggled at St James's Park. Let's be real, they struggled.
Yeah.
Like it's not an
Yeah.
easy ground.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Not-
This is a perfect. I know this. A lot of people might not even get this, but football man, and we get this. You can't win the title this early, but you can lose it.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? And I
It's
think
a
that's what will be the
realization.
key. If Man City lose, they're out the title race. They are. Like, how do they claw back 9 points on us?
Mm.
You know, and again, there's a long way to go. It's a little bit over the top, I guess, maybe, but
It's different as well because you have to rely on another team to do it for you, not yourself. You can't do anything about it. You have to rely on somebody else to make that deficit count, and you don't know whether that would happen. So, yeah.
And again, I get what people are saying in terms of we've got. Of course, I'm not saying we're just going to keep winning all our games. Of course not. And Crystal Palace away is a very difficult game. But what I'm just saying is, if Arsenal do lose or draw that game, 5 or 6 points is a huge gap after only 5 games in the context of what we're used to. You know what I mean? Of like how things are and how high the level is and whatnot. That's all I'm saying. 5 or 6 points. Like, I'll be honest with you. I think they themselves will really start to feel it a little bit. Watch the fan base. If they don't win tomorrow, the fan base will start to feel what I'm saying. Shit. We're already 5 points. We're already 6 points behind Liverpool already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. And then what that might do is that might put them under pressure where they start to make mistakes because they're chasing. And what chasing does is it adds pressure to your relaxed way you want to play. Do you know what I mean? All of a sudden, if you're 5 or 6 points behind and you go 1-0 down, you might win the game in the end. But imagine the scenario. Imagine Liverpool do beat Crystal Palace. Yeah. And then Newcastle go 1-0 up at St James's Park. Do you get what I mean? It's the mentality. This is what we need to start doing. We need to start like trying to put that pressure on them mentally because they have a good squad. They have good players. It's a lot to do with mental now with Arsenal. Do you get what I'm saying?
You don't know. You don't know when or how you're gonna claw back those points. That's the real issue. And then 9 points become 12 points, and then you realize, flip, we need to win 4 games, and these got need to lose 4 games. And have we ever lost 4 games in the last? I don't think we've lost 4 games in the last season, if I'm not mistaken. Did we lose 4 games?
I think in the end we lost 3 games, but 2 of them were when we'd already won the league and was on the beach. And I think we'd only lost 1 game up until we clinched the title.
Yeah, exactly. And even the season before that, we only lost 4 games. Like, and we're talking at the start of the season, and these need to be nigh on perfect. It puts a lot of pressure on yourself to be perfect, and a lot of hope in the fact that you have to make sure that the other team drops points. It's a lot to ask, and you don't want to put yourselves under pressure at the very get-go and be chasing after 6 or 7 games. That's when it's like blood.
Yeah. And again, like I said, anything can happen in football. There could be a crazy turnaround after 2 or 3 games. We know this. But all I'm saying is you've got to try. The Premier League has become so much a mental battle as well as the physical battle. And it would just be so great if we could be sitting back on Monday, having the Monday night show, and Liverpool are 6 points ahead of Arsenal and 6 points ahead of City. Already after just 5 games. That would be so beautiful to be 6 points ahead of both our rivals after 5 games. Do you know what I mean?
Dream.
So,
that's literally the dream right there.
Yeah, absolute dream. You know
so
what I mean?
you would want Man City to win?
Yes, because I think Man City are the lesser of the 2 evils in terms of the threat for the title.
What about a draw?
I'm fine with the draw because then both drop points. Yeah, I'm totally fine with the draw because then that leaves City 7 points behind and Arsenal 5, which is still a good lead. But ideally, I think City, and do you want to know what it is as well, bro? Because City are going away and they're going to the Emirates. What I would like about that, bro, would be if what I think will happen, which is Arsenal are much more in the title race than City are, it would mean when the crunch time of the season happens, Arsenal have to go to the Etihad, and they've already dropped points to City. Do you get what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
So Arsenal losing home games in rival matches is a big blow to them. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So knowing they've got to go to the Etihad and they've already lost to City would be major, you know what I mean, like mentality wise. So yeah, a draw's the most I think we can hope for, though. I don't City aren't going to beat Arsenal, but a draw, can we hope for a draw?
Of course.
No, I mean that'll be a good draw for Liverpool if both teams drop points in that game. And I know everyone said I started. Don't worry, guys. I saw it. Big up Salim on your engagement, brother. Hope you and the missus are going to have a great life together. And yeah, looks like his Saturday evening is going to be full of excitement. Big up your damn selves, brother. Man, man's gonna go and consummate the engagement, my brother.
Oh.
Big up.
Big up, Salim, man.
And the red guy says, is Verts on fraud watch? Nah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You've got to perform like this for like half a season to be on fraud watch. Do you know what I mean? It can't just be like a beginning to a season. But I'll be honest with you though, I always keep the same energy. We're like 20 games into the season and he's still playing like this.
Yeah.
He's definitely on fraud watch at that point. 100%.
Bro, we're at this point where it's like, Verts, you better fix up now.
Yeah, you got now. And here's the crazy thing, Ram. Yeah, if we win the league and he needed a year to get used to the league, cool. But it'll be a very frustrating year. That's all I'm saying. It'll be a very frustrating year. You know what I'm saying? So
I just looked at Darth Caliv's what's it called? Comment for Salim's congrats.
You love that clip, boy.
Everyone loves that. I'm telling you, Drifty, man, the camel toy, the kop-ish.
Yeah, do you know what? We might have to look into this, man. I might have to hit up Hasbro and see if they want to do a little joint venture. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, record sales.
Look, if the people want it, do you know what? If the people put in the pre-orders and we see that everyone's there, we might have to get it done. Let me go and see what I can do. I'm not gonna lie there. We put the voice activator in there. It's diabolical. It's actually diabolical.
I imagine, right? Oh no, that's diabolical.
Because here's the thing, you know, like the horror movies, yeah, where like I love you, and the little kids' toe will start making noise at like 2 o'clock in the morning, yeah, and then you'll be like, you know, you get a little freaked out by it, whatever. If it was 3 o'clock in the morning, you was on the way to go do a piss or something in the middle of the night, and all of a sudden you step on this toe by accident. Ha! 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Oh,
that is crazy, bro. Can you imagine?
Oh my days.
Oh man. No, yeah, we'd have to have this in there as well. The voice activation. Kalas. Oh my days.
What has Cal done to us, right?
I don't know. I really don't know. Fucking hell. But no, people, big up your damn selves each and every time. We get the win, and now we get to sit back and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Ram, brother, always a pleasure, my bro. Appreciate you jumping in.
6 from 6. 18 from 18.
Yeah, man. We have to keep moving.
Yeah, bro.
We have to keep moving. Frida said my dog would love that camel toy.
Every 5 seconds.
Maybe we should make it a dog toy more than you know what I mean? Making it for humans is diabolical. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it should be a dog toy for real. Oh my days. But people, enjoy your weekend. Love as always. I will actually be back. Everything should be okay now, guys. If not, then you know what I mean, tomorrow. But I will be on Big Up for the Chelsea Man United game in an hour and a half, guys. So hopefully everything will be good. That's a big game. Big game. So make sure you come and join me for that one. If the technicals are still there, they'll be fixed by tomorrow, and I'll be back for the Arsenal Man City game. So either way, make sure you join me for both of those games. And yeah, we move. Ram,
Move.
bless brother. Big up your damn self as always. 3-point collectors in the building. Arsenal, Man City. Over to you guys. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace.
خلاص 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 خلاص